Hello and welcome to another episode of Beats, Beards and Beers. On this episode, we're going to find the best beers and breweries in the USA. So please join me on this adventure. G'day adventurers, it's Hairy Head here again and another video in our Tasting Paddle series. And what that is when we go check out a city in the US or somewhere in the world and try out a few of the craft breweries that are in that particular city.
So today we're off to Los Angeles, the City of Angels, for an experience mixing art, beer and lifestyles of the rich and famous. Or maybe just a regular guy seeking to blow the froth off a cold one. So as part of this tasting paddle, we'll be visiting Broxton Brewing and Public House, Angel City Brewing, Arts District Brewing Company, Karl Strauss Brewing Company, Native Son and Audiograph Beer Company. And we might do a bit of a sneaky one at the end as well. So I'll taste and rate a few beers and I'll use the average for the beer score. Then I'll rate the brewery on its vibe and the service to give an overall score. So first up, we're off to Broxton Brewing and Public House. It's in Westwood Village, which is near UCLA, and in a really prominent and iconic looking building. They believe that great beer and food brings people together, and we saw a lot of that going on when we were there. A lot of groups that were really enjoying themselves. There was a real sense of community to the place. In terms of their beers, they had a pretty straight down the line range of their own beers, nothing too crazy in there, and a number of guest taps. So let's try some.
How you doing? We're here at the Broxton Brewing and yeah, trying out some of those beers. Broxton Brewing is in LA, by the way. And the first beer I'm going to try is the Walrus Pub Ale at 5%. Let's give it a taste. Easy drinking, very sessionable this one. Caramel, malty, biscuity. Just all around nice beer. Doesn't do anything other than it says it's going to do. Tasty. Easily smash them down. Yeah, I'm going to give that 4 hairy heads. Yeah, nice one. Cheers. Alright, so we're on to the Paint It Black Oatmeal Stout. Excuse me, I just ate some spicy mac and cheese. So, Oatmeal Stout, what's the percentage on this one? 4.4, so not a big hitter for a stout, but let's give it a shot. It's not nice. I say that about every beer, don't I? Nice beer, lots of coffee, got that creamy sort of mouthfeel from the oats. Got a touch of chocolate in there. Yeah, just nice, easy drinking beer. I think I'll give that 4 hairy heads. So cheers on that one.
So that gives a beer score of 4 hairy heads. In terms of the vibe, yeah, pretty cool, chilled out place. As I said, iconic building, nice inside and a really nice kind of outside area, kind of out in the community. So I'm going to give that 4 hairy heads. In terms of service, yeah, really good, friendly staff coming around and yeah, just helping out generally. So I'm going to give that 4.25. That gives a total score of 12.25. Now we're off to Angel City Brewing, which was founded in 1997. They say that in a city known more for its glitz than its grit, Angel City Brewing is proud to rough things up a bit and work beneath that shiny service. They say it's both brewery and canvas, and their venue definitely lives up to that promise. It had a really big indoor area and a really nice beer garden. They had a stack of beers on their list, a good range for everyone with some basics, plus quite a long list of sours, including quite a few beer-wine crossovers. So let's taste some.
G'day, so we're here at Angel City Brewing, enjoying some winter Californian sun. Absolutely beautiful day here out in the beer garden. And first beer off the list is the Barrel Juice. I've said that 3 times, that could be dangerous. So it's a farmhouse saison, barrel aged, and it's coming in at 7.8%. So yeah, a bit of a heavier one. Let's give it a taste. Oh, it's nice. You can taste it's aged in Chardonnay barrels, and you can taste a bit of that wininess in there. Tart, refreshing, light-bodied. Maybe a touch of apricot in that. Really nice beer, really nice. And I mean, how can you not enjoy a beer on a day like today? So I'm gonna give that 4 hairy heads for the Barrel Juice. All right, next beer is the Haze Bop Comet IPA, 6.7%. Let's give it a taste. Got difficult. That's not a pleasant word. Definitely got a tropical smell. Yeah, really nice tropical smell. And the taste is really interesting. It's like it's got a bit of that grassiness, earthiness, but still that tropical fruit. So kind of, yeah, really interesting beer. I really like it. Obviously very hazy. I'm going to give that 4 hairy heads. So cheers, big ears. Hey! So next beer from Angel City Brewing is the White Knight. And as you can see, that is a golden colour, so therefore it is a golden stout. And I always like golden stouts if they nail it, because it does a bit of a play with your mind. You're tasting stouts, but you're seeing golden beer colours. Anyway, let's give it a taste. Oh man, that's nice. Oh, by the way, it's 4.3%. I'll tell you what, that is nice. That is. They've also got this on nitro, so it's got that creamy taste, but big chocolate here, like chocolate all over the place. It's so nice. And really light. It's kind of light and refreshing, not like the stout. So, touch of coffee, big flavour. Like it feels like you've just eaten a piece of chocolate. It stays there for a long time. It's really, really nice. I want to give that 4.5 hairy heads. That's delicious. It's really nice. So cheers on that one. So last beer for Angel City Brewing is the Dystopian Future, which is a 16.5 stout. Beer hitter. It smells delicious. Dried, like kind of dried raisins, fruit smell, like a port. It smells like a port. Tastes boozy, tastes like port. It's really delicious. A kind of caramelly, dark molasses, boozy, yeah, dried fruit. Man, I could smell that all day. It smells so good. Oh, it tastes so good. Even when I had it down on the table, I could smell it. It's that, oh, it smells so good. I'm going to give that. It's only going to be 4.75 or 5. I reckon I'm going to go 5 hairy heads on that. That is freaking delicious. Boozy is all giddy up. Holy moly, 16.5. I got more breweries to look at after this. Take that into account when you watch the video. Delicious, delicious. It's got legs. Can you see that? It's got legs on the glass. Holy moly. Delicious. Cheers on that, and cheers on being able to walk out of here pretty soon.
So that gives an average beer score of 4.43. In terms of the vibe, yeah, really cool spot. Really what I really like in terms of a brewery. That outdoor area was beautiful to sit out there in the sun, and lots of funky stuff going on inside. So I'm going to give that 4.75 hairy heads. In terms of the service, yeah, friendly staff behind the bar. Not a lot of people coming around, but I'm going to give that 3.75 hairy heads, which gives a big score of 12.93 as a total. Now we're off to Arts District Brewing Company, which was opened in 2015, and it's just a short little stroll down from the Angel City Brewing Company. It's really great if you want to get 2 breweries into a quick trip. Really nice big beer garden and lots of stuff going inside, including a massive ski ball area. The beer list on the screen is basically impossible to read. It wasn't like that in real life, but they had a good range of beers, quite a few that had a bit of a funky twist going on, which was cool. So let's taste some.
Hey, so we're now at Arts District Brewing Company. That's quite difficult to say. Arts District Brewing Company. And so I am trying the AD:9. You don't relate colon to Arts District. Anyway, the AD:9 IPA at the Arts District Brewing Company, and we are looking at a 6.6% ABV IPA. So this is what it looks like, and yeah, let's give it a taste. So obviously I've already had a few tastes of this. And it's interesting, I just had a taste then and it was a bit resiny, piney, and I didn't get that at first. I mainly got like pineapple, mango, bitter. It's very sessionable, but yeah, I definitely put resiny in there. It's actually quite nice. Quite complex, a lot of stuff going on there. Yeah, but I give it, I think 3.5 hairy heads on that one. It just does what it does. Nice, tasty beer. A lot of complexity in the palate, and yeah, good to drink. All right, cheers. Hey, we're at the Arts District. Keep it rolling. Okay. Right, so we're now trying the Summer Crush at the Arts District Brewery, and this is a fruited sour at 4.8%. So let's give it a taste, eh? Oh, it's definitely got that tart taste. Raspberry, very much raspberry. Raspberry and apple. There's some weird sounds coming from over there. Anyway, yeah, tasty beer, but In terms of a sour, wouldn't put it up there with the big hitters. Tasty, probably give it 3.5 hairy heads. That one. So cheers on that. Love you all. Right, so we've got the Crady bloop bloop, and that's the blooper reel.
And take two.
So, alright. Alright, we got Crazy Gideon coming in at 9.4, a BB Imperial IPA. I've obviously had a little bit of that to drink already, but let's give it a taste. Boozy, 100% boozy. Malty, slight bitterness. It's not actually that bitter. It's actually quite nice to drink. The problem with this one, it would go down too easy. It's actually really, really nice double IPA. Yeah, so I'm going to give that 4 hairy heads. Quite tasty, delicious. Does what it says on the packet. Quite nice. So cheers to that, and cheers to beautiful California winter sunny day. It's been a beautiful day out at a couple of breweries. So cheers. Catch you later.
So that gives an average beer score of 3.66 hairy heads. In terms of the vibe, yeah, pretty cool place. Lots of things to do there. Probably was feeling a little bit spoiled because I probably preferred Angel City Brewing, but still a really cool vibe. So I'm going to give that 4.25. In terms of the service, yeah, good service behind the bar. Not a lot of activity sort of behind the bar. Outside the bar. So I'm going to give that 3.75 hairy heads, which gives a total score of 11.66. So next cab off the rank was the Karl Strauss Brewing Company, and the story goes that the founders were inspired while backpacking through Australia to bring local handcrafted beer back to San Diego, and they founded the brewery in 1989. Now they have 9 venues, and we visited the downtown LA venue, which had a really nice fit out and felt very cozy inside. In terms of the beers, quite a big range, including core and seasonal beers, as well as quite a few guest taps. Most of their beers were pretty straight down the line with nothing too crazy going on there. So let's have a taste of some.
G'day everyone, we're here at the Karl Strauss Brewing Company in downtown LA. Got a couple of paddles to try, pretty cool venue it seems. Yeah, just got in. We're about to try the Murky Poetry, which is a hazy IPA, 6.3%. So let's give it a taste. That's tasty beer. Citrusy, tropical, bit bitter, but nice. Yeah, nice beer. I'm going to go 4 hairy heads on that one. So cheers to that. Right, next beer down is the Wreck Alley Imperial Stout. It's 9% ABV. Let's give it a taste. Big on the coffee and sweet, nice and smooth. It tastes good, nice stout. Don't get that. I mean, it's 9%, so it's up there, but it doesn't taste that boozy. It's got a bit of that porty kind of flavour that you get with the Imperial Stouts, but yeah, you could smash those down pretty easy, I reckon. Especially on a cold day. So I'm going to give that 4 hairy heads. So cheers to that.
So a couple of other beers that I had the Aurora Hopialis IPA, which I gave 4.25 hairy heads. The Wind and Sea Wheat, which I gave 4 hairy heads. And then a couple of other beers, the Imperial Red Trolley, which I gave 4.25. The Red Trolley Ale, which I gave 4 hairy heads. The Winter Lager, which I gave 4 hairy heads. And the Mosaic IPA, which I gave 3.75 hairy heads, which gives an average score for all the beers of 4.03. In terms of the vibe, yeah, pretty cozy place, pretty chilled out. Yeah, just a nice place to hang around, so I'm going to give that 4 hairy heads. And in terms of the service, yeah, friendly staff coming around, making sure you're being looked after, so I'm going to give that 4.25, which gives a total score of 12.28. So just a little wander down the road is Native Son Brewing, which has been pouring beers since opening its doors in 2014. It actually started in downtown Santa Ana, but now they've got a venue in downtown LA, which we went to check out. Has some really funky stuff going on inside there. In terms of the tap list, again, it's impossible to read this list from the screen. Again, you could read it quite well when you're actually there. They had a decent range of beers that covered all your bases.
Alright, we're now at Native Son Brewery, down here in downtown LA, and first cab off the rank, first beer off the rank, first beer off the tap is the New Year's Hopes and Dreams. Yes, that's right, awesome pun. And today is the 2nd of January, so that's why it's appropriate. Because right now everyone has lots of hopes and dreams. Alright, so let's give it a taste. Alright, so this is a Imperial IPA at 8.5%. So let's give it a taste. Cheers. And Happy New Year. Go bitter. Well, the bitterness really shines through in this, but like I like it. It's got, I'm thinking like mandarins, depending on where you are from Australia. Tasty beer, probably just one from me, I reckon. I'm gonna give that 4 hairy heads. So cheers on that one. Hey, so next beer up is the Sour Patch Sons, which is a fruited sour, sitting at 5% ABV. Let's give it a taste. Oh, man, it smells so good. Watermelon, strawberry. Oh, man, it smells good. That's a really nice beer. Watermelon, strawberry, just like it smells. Sour. Probably a little less intense than I thought it would be from the smell. The smell is amazing. Man, smell that for days. Did I say what percentage this was? I don't think I did. So it is a 5%. And I'm going to give that 4.25. So cheers on that one.
So the last beer that I had there was the Morning Haze LA Days, which I gave 4 hairy heads, which gives an overall average beer score of 4.08. In terms of the vibe, we visited on a very quiet day, so it was really quiet in there, but very funky kind of place. So I'm going to give that 4 hairy heads. In terms of the service, unfortunately not very good. As I said, it was very quiet, and I think the person behind the bar was busy doing a whole bunch of jobs. So really not any service at all. But there was nothing particularly unpleasant about it, so I'm going to give it 2.5. which gives a total score of 10.58. And our last place we're off to is Audiograph Beer Company, which is a microbrewery located in downtown LA. Again, just a little walk down from Native Son. It's quite near the Crypto.com arena. And their vision is to fuse audio engineering precision with the craft of brewing. And this motto extends through their range of beers, which have that audio theme sort of sprinkled through them. The entrance can be easily to miss, but the sign out the front really helps. A pretty sparse venue inside, but some ultra cool art on the walls. And we also enjoyed some old school board games while smashing down some beers. Their tap list covered all the bases, and again, because there wasn't a huge range, there wasn't anything too strange or kooky on there. A few lagers, IPAs, a stout and a sour. So we had quite a few beers when we were sitting around there. Unfortunately didn't take any video, having too much of a good time. The first one we had was a Lars, which is a Pilsner, what they call their classic Pilsner. And yeah, good beer, 4.25 Hairy Heads. Next up was the Fuzzbox Fruited Sour at 5.5%. Blackcurrant and raspberry type flavours. Again, really nice beer at 4.25. And finishing up with the 13.13 Black Hole Imperial Stout. A big 13.13% bourbon barrel aged stout. Coffee notes, chocolate, bit of cherry in there, and I gave that 4.5 Hairy Heads. So that gives a total score of 4.3 for the beer. In terms of the vibe, yeah, cool place. As I said, pretty sparse, but that R on the wall was just amazing, and yeah, with you know, a good vibe around the place. So I gave that 3.75. In terms of the service, yeah, friendly staff behind the bar. Yeah, and just a sort of nice place to hang out. So I give that 4. That gives a total score of 12.05. And a bit of a bonus to finish off this episode, and it's a place that I didn't expect to be talking about when I'm talking about craft beers. We're talking about Disneyland. And as they say, it's the happiest place on earth, and they confirm that by having a stack of good craft beers available. In particular at the Disney California Adventure Park, some really tasty things on tap there. They also had this crazy beer filling machine, which is the first that I'd ever seen it before, and it really blew my mind for a while. Anyway, yeah, check out Disneyland if you want a good craft beer. So, what was the highlight of my LA adventure? Well, there was so many great venues to check out and lots of great beer to be drunk. But anyway, my favourite was Angel City Brewing. Just such a funky place, great beers, just awesome place to hang out. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please help me out by liking and subscribing, and look forward to seeing you next time. Love you all. Cheers.